So today I wanted to talk to you about something we're not actually doing. I wanted to talk to you about intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is one of the latest in a long series of ideas that has guaranteed us a way to lose weight. Now, unlike many of the past ideas, intermittent fasting actually has some merit, but it also comes with some caution. So the way fasting works is that when you eat, your body produces insulin to break down food. So that your small intestine can break down carbohydrates into sugars, which leads to a spike in blood sugar levels, which provides us with energy. Now, if you eat all the time, your insulin level doesn't drop and your blood sugar levels remain high, so your body doesn't have to go and find a different energy source. That's why we've had our traditional breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that it provides gaps for your insulin level to drop to zero. Intermittent fasting provides your body with a long period of time so insulin levels can drop to zero. So from a weight loss perspective, your body then has to go in search of another source of energy, which it finds by way of stored energy we call fat. Now, on the surface, it all makes sense, and actually tests have shown that it has good long-term lasting effects on weight loss, but there's always a but. Comparative studies have also shown that not snacking between our main meals provides very much the same effect on insulin levels that does a 12-hour fast. So which one is better? Whether we go for a balanced, portion-controlled diet or an intermittent fasting diet, the goal is pretty much the same here. We're trying to reduce the volume of calories we are putting in ourselves so that we use up through our energy our stored fat. Now, some people can intermittent fast really easily purely because they don't like to eat breakfast. They don't feel hungry in the morning. So they're able to have a fast period between dinner and essentially morning tea or lunch the next day to allow their insulin levels to drop to zero to start burning fat. What's important to remember with intermittent fasting, though, is you're not trying to cram all of your daily calories into that shorter period. You eat normally for that short period, which means you're consuming less energy, which alternatively leads to a calorie deficit we are after. For those of you who, if you don't feel like eating breakfast and it's a real struggle to get down and it's something you'd like to try, let's have a chat about this option, as there are some things we need to put in place for them to work and also to be safe. The reason we didn't go with this process in our meal planning is because it's tough. And whether or not it's sustainable in the long term is actually questionable. There are reasons why many of the intermittent fasting advice books opt for a couple of days of fasting or advise not to do it every day, because it's difficult to fast for long periods every day. What I normally suggest is something far more simple, is to stick to our meal plan and the portion control it provides, which will allow your insulin levels to drop, and do something really simple, not snacking. Not snacking is really the key to this, particularly late at night after you've had dinner and whilst you're relaxing watching TV. If you can restrain yourself from snacking after dinner, you have a natural fasting period of close to 12 hours before you're ready for breakfast again, which in most of the fasting advice books is the period suggested for the fast. So in a lot of ways, without snacking, without the chocolate, without the biscuits and the tea, you are already intermittent fasting. So as always, if you have any questions on this, and I suspect there might be more than some of the other videos that I've done, please do not hesitate to fire them through and we can have a chat. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon.